have abs like that. Wait, I have to do that? And that? Oh wait, you can also have that? And that's kind of badass. Okay, let's give it a shot. If you have been wanting to get abs, but you've been a little bit confused about what to do, or you've been working really hard towards it and you just haven't seen the results that you really want, today's video is all about my best tips and tricks and all the things that have helped me so much when it comes to getting visible abs. And we all know the saying, abs are made in the kitchen, and there is a lot of truth to that. You do need a certain body fat percentage in order for them to be visible, but we're gonna start at the gym today because if you don't actually train in your abs, they're not gonna pop. If you think you're gonna like this video, then please give me a thumbs up. It would help me out so much. Click that subscribe button, ring the notification bell. A lot of people say that if you want a strong core, you can just do compound movements like squats and deadlifts, and it's true that your core is engaged in those movements, but if you want to really develop your abs as much as possible, for me, it's definitely helped doing actual ab workouts. When it comes to working out my abs, I typically train them 3 to 6 days per week. I'll do something in between 2 to 5 different exercises for each ab workout. Sometimes I'll add these in between sets, working out different body parts. And sometimes I'll just do a little ab workout sesh in the end of my workout. I do about 2 to 4 sets per exercise, and because our abs are made up of both slow twitch and fast twitch muscle fibers, I do a rep range of 6 to 30 reps for each of the sets. I used to do a lot of crunches. I would do at one point 300 crunches a day. I've talked about this a lot before on my channel, but it wasn't until I switched up my workouts, I actually started adding weights. I started doing more leg lifts and things like that we're gonna go over today, that I actually ended up seeing the results that I wanted. Crunches are usually what's associated when it comes to getting abs, but I've been treating my core training in the same way that I would treat trying to build any other muscle, which is through progressive overload. And that really just means that for every training that I do, I push my muscles to do just a little bit more than the previous time that I worked them out. And you can really do this by adding extra reps, extra sets, using heavier weights, less rest time, adding supersets, adding weights and progressively going heavier, increasing the time under tension, and always going for that extra set or rep that I almost feel like I'm not able to do is really what I feel has helped me so much in gaining a stronger core. If we want to engage our lower abs and we want to make those lower abs pop a little bit more, the absolute best exercises for this is anything where you're lifting your legs. In performing exercises where we work on bringing the legs toward the center of our body, I'm able to activate my lower abs so much more. When I perform exercises where I focus on bringing my upper body towards the lower part of my body, just like with crunches, my upper abs are more engaged. Now let's move on to the obliques. When I bend side to side and rotate my torso from left to right or right to left, the obliques, or the side abs as some would call them, are going to be more involved and worked. And some exercises are able to activate all core muscles at the same time. In any movements where both the upper body and the lower body are working their way towards and away from each other, and sometimes even with a little rotation, we get to engage more of these core muscles all at once. 2 reminders. 1, your lower back should not be lifted off of the ground at any point when you're doing your ab workout. If you do an exercise and your lower back starts lifting off of the floor, decrease the weight you're using or switch to an exercise that puts less pressure on your back. Number 2, remember to also train your back just to keep your body in balance. And well, I suggest that you train the rest of your body as well, but we'll get back to why that's actually important to get abs in just a bit. Something I see a lot when people are working out their abs is that they go as fast as possible. Let me show you. They'll do these as fast as possible, but the thing is, when we do that, we don't actually get to engage and control our core as we're doing the workout. And so it's a little bit better if you can do every single ab workout slowly and controlled. And then sometimes you can obviously mix it up and go a little bit more explosive movements. Now, you know all the tricks and the tools you need when you're at the gym to train your abs, to get them as strong as possible. But as we just mentioned in the beginning of this video, if you want your abs to be visible, your nutrition and your diet is so freaking important. So let's go to the grocery store. I wish that spot fat reduction was a thing, but unfortunately, so many studies have shown that it's not, and that we have to focus on our overall body fat percentage, our overall muscle mass. That's why I highly encourage you, if you want abs, that you don't just do ab workouts, that you focus on strengthening your entire body and doing full body workouts. If you're trying to get abs, just how low your body fat percentage needs to be varies from person to person. It also varies where different bodies like to store its fat. But to give you a general number, women typically need a body fat percentage between 15 to 24% for their abs to be visible. As a man, it's lower at about 8 to 16%. If a woman with a body fat percentage of, let's say, 35% does ab workouts every day for 3 months, her abdominal muscles will likely grow and get stronger, but if her overall body fat percentage remains at 35%, these abs will most likely not be visible. Even if you do a ton of ab workouts, inner thigh workout, tricep workouts, or whichever area you're trying to lose fat in, the myth is that the body will focus on burning the fat stored in that specific area, but studies have actually proven that body actually during exercise will free fatty acid, and glycerol used as fuel when it comes to working out can come from anywhere in the body and not just specifically from that area that's being exercised. These studies have shown that if we want to lose fat in a certain area, we need to lower our overall body fat percentage. By doing so, the fat stored in our stubborn areas may be the last to disappear, but as we reduce our body fat percentage, eventually the fat in those areas will go away as well. However, by increasing the size of a specific muscle, other studies have shown that we may burn more fat around that specific area when we're resting, and the muscle becomes more visible if it increases in size. For this reason, if we're looking to lose fat in one specific area, having a workout program that focuses on the entire body rather than just a specific muscle, we're able to increase our total muscle mass as well as lower our total body fat percentage, which then will make our ab muscles more visible as they increase in size. In this video up here, I share everything you need to know about lowering your body fat percentage and upping your muscle mass. So if you're trying to figure out perfect calories, protein, fat, and carbs diet that'll lead you towards achieving your specific goals and feel at your best, go check that out. And to not repeat myself from that video, in this video, I'd rather just give you 6 helpful tips that'll help you up your muscle mass and lower your body fat percentage. Our nutrition is so incredibly important, so let's go to the grocery store and talk a little bit about that. Let's do it! Also, happy Halloween! If you're watching this video real time, this is actually coming out on Halloween Day. That's actually terrible that I'm not saying that till now, but happy Halloween. Better late than never, right? In case you're thinking that your kitchen has to be boring just because you want to cook up some abs in there, well, then you haven't been hanging around on this channel for long enough. You should check out all of my recipes. Because on this channel, we cook up the most delicious desserts and recipes every single week that are super low in calories and high protein. And every week I share new recipes just like this 50-calorie protein chocolate chip brownie that I just posted this week. So make sure to subscribe and ring that bell to stay in the loop for those. We love this aisle right here. We love the veggies, the whole foods. When it comes to feeling full, satisfied, and energized, eating as much whole foods and veggies as possible is key. The trick when you want to be in a caloric deficit is to eat high volume food so that you're not even realizing that you're eating less calories. I like to fill up my plate with a majority of veggies for the most part. And if you watch my meal prep video from last week, you know that this has had an incredible effect on my life. I never go down on carrots. And if you watched last week's video, you know that we love the colors of the rainbow when we're trying to find the right food. Drink water. This one's just so important. Studies have actually shown that a lot of the time when we feel hungry, our body's actually just thirsty. And so this could actually be super beneficial to be aware of, especially if you're trying to be in a caloric deficit and achieve abs. I actually eat a high carbs diet, so it's really important to mention that carbs are not going to keep you away from getting abs. Maybe if you're a bodybuilder or bikini competitor, you can be aware of your carb intake, but I'm not that, and I'm thinking that a lot of you guys aren't either. What I think is the most important to pay attention to is your overall protein intake and your overall calories in vs calories out. On the calories in, calories out topic, you can of course add additional exercise to your routine, especially cardio, which will allow you to eat more. Now to the part of the video that I'm the most excited to talk to you about, and that is that I don't think gaining abs is gonna make you happy. What I do think is gonna make people happy in general in life is that when we have some sort of deep desire, some urge to do something that we really want and we know it's going to be really challenging to get there, that we make a commitment to ourselves and we get up every day and we put in the work, we've made a plan and we stick to it. And I think that when we see ourselves grow and when we see ourselves putting in that really challenging work, I think it helps us gain self-worth in a way that we realize that we're capable of these challenging things, and we realize we're capable of doing the things that we told ourselves that we were going to do, we promised ourselves. And it builds this self-trust and this self-belief and self-capability. And then maybe for you, trying to go for gaining abs, but it could also be something completely different. For me, making these small challenges for myself, continuously pushing myself and doing things that I find challenging, but something that inside I'm like, ooh, I think I could do that if I put in the work. That really has helped me believe in myself, and it's really important to share with you that it has to do with how I feel about myself, and the fact that I align my actions with who I deep down want to be is what has helped me gain this self-worth. I don't think that loving your body is going to come from achieving some fitness goal. Loving your body is going to come from doing self-development work, learning to love yourself through journaling, through affirmations, through putting in the work on actually realizing how freaking awesome you are and how freaking awesome your body is. Like, it works for you non-stop every single day. That is just like mind-blowing, thinking about all the organs and the cells and everything that has to connect. And I mean, it blows my mind thinking about how incredible our bodies are, and that's why I love my body. I highly recommend that you do a little journaling, that you ask yourself challenging questions and you figure out what do you deep down want, and then whatever that is, whether that being abs or it's something completely different, that you go for it, that you freaking give it your all, because you deserve that. If your goal is to get in shape and your goal is to get abs, and you're like, oh, that could be a fun challenge to go for, then I do have a fitness challenge starting tomorrow. If you're watching this real time, you still have a few hours left to sign up, and I would love to have you there. If you're not watching this real time, I will have a lot of other challenging coming up, but you could also try out my 12-week transformational program. In both programs, I really give you all the tools you need in order for you to achieve abs or any other fitness goal that you're trying to go for right now, if you are trying to go for that. I would definitely love to have you there and do Zoom calls with you and just crush our goals together. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what other videos you'd like for me to create. If you have any questions that I didn't answer in this video, hit that subscribe button if you're new or you just haven't clicked on it yet. And ring that notification bell for recipes and all the fun things that we do on this channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm sending you a big hug, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye! I'm not actually gonna get this, but we love when we find a good avocado, don't we? And if you watched last week's videos, you know that, oh, sorry about that.